dinners on the table. Laughter fills the hall. Clinking plates in tiny hands, reaching out for more. Stories come alive right here on this hardwood floor. Golden hours wrapped around us, gentle as a sigh. Smiles like little lanterns glowing in your eyes. Evening glow, settle in, make yourself at home. Every moment sweeter when we're not alone. Quiet giggles, pages turning, feel the love unfold in the magic of the evening glow. Cuddled on the sofa, fairy tales begin. Blankets holding secrets, worn and soft as skin. Whispered words of wonder, drifting through the air with every breath. I'm grateful for the memories we share. Golden hours wrapped around us, gentle as a sigh. Smiles like little lanterns glowing in your eyes. Evening glow, settle in, make yourself at home. Every moment sweeter when we're not alone. Quiet giggles, pages turning, feel the love unfold in the magic of the evening glow. Turn down the world, let the night begin. Hearts in perfect rhythm, safe within. No place I'd rather be, time moving slow. Holding close the ones I love in the evening glow. Evening glow, settle in, make yourself at home. Every moment sweeter when we're not alone. Quiet giggles, pages turning, feel the love unfold in the magic of the evening glow. Lights grow softer, dreams begin to flow, wrapped up in the warmth of our evening glow. The glasses gather small circles of light beneath the hanging lamps, while midnight leans against the windows, and you sit quietly beside your friends, pretending the weight inside your chest is lighter than it feels outside. The streets are still awake with buses dragging tired reflections through puddles left by evening rain. But here the air smells faintly of laughter, old jackets and dreams no one has fully given up on yet. You say you're falling behind while turning the bottle slowly between your hands like a restless compass needle. And I watch the tiredness in your eyes move gently whenever someone jokes about tomorrow. Even now, there's warmth collecting around this worn wooden table, like hidden embers refusing to disappear beneath the ashes of another difficult week. Listen closely, sometimes hope doesn't arrive as fireworks or loud declarations. The sky, sometimes it sounds more like tired friends staying a little longer than planned, sharing silence until the sepia begins softening the edge of the dark. You are not late to your own life, even if the night has felt longer than the people around you seem to understand. The city keeps breathing beneath all these dim apartment windows and fading station lights, and somewhere inside you, something steady is still learning how to stand. The conversation drifts between unfinished plans, part-time jobs, old heartbreaks, and half-serious ideas for escape. While cigarette smoke from outside curls upward like pale handwriting against the alley walls. You laugh this time without forcing it, and the sound stays hanging gently over the table for a while. cannot yet imagine. And suddenly the future feels less like a locked door and more like weather slowly beginning to change. No one here has perfect answers, but maybe surviving together through uncertain nights is already its own kind of courage. When the 새벽 finally arrives, it never asks who succeeded fast enough or who got lost along the way. It simply pours pale blue light across tired faces and reminds the world to begin again. And maybe that is what keeps us moving. Not certainty, not victory, but the quiet understanding that morning always returns somewhere beyond the rooftops. So lift your tired eyes toward the slowly brightening streets outside the window one more time, because even this restless city still makes room for unfinished dreams to breathe beneath the fading stars. And though tonight may leave its weight behind inside your chest, long after the glasses have been cleared away, the first light of morning is already gathering quietly at the edge of the sky. Sit cross-legged on the kitchen floor while the summer evening drifts softly through the half-open window screens, holding a spoon between your fingers like you're absent-mindedly conducting the slow rhythm of the room. The ceiling light paints warm gold across your cheeks, while outside the neighborhood settles into quieter colors. And somewhere far beyond the apartment walls, the ocean I keep imagining moves gently beneath the dark. I watch you laugh at something small neither of us will probably remember by next winter anyway. Yet the sound stays floating through my chest like paper lanterns caught above a shoreline after sunset. Even the dishes stacked loosely beside the sink begin looking softer in this light beside you, as the ordinary things become less lonely whenever your warmth remains near them long enough. Maybe love begins exactly this way, inside tiny rooms where nothing dramatic happens at all. Just warm air, unfinished conversation, and two tired hearts slowly learning how to rest beside the same silence. The night wraps softly around your shoulders while summer wind drifts through the curtains like distant tides. And every quiet glance you leave resting near me feels warmer than the pale city lights outside. Somewhere above these rooftops, dawn is already gathering silver at the edge of the sleeping sky, while I keep carrying this lonely little happiness carefully beside you through the night. Later we climb quietly toward the rooftop while the stairwell smells faintly of dust and cooling concrete after heat, and the city stretches beneath us like scattered seashells reflecting pale orange street lamp light. You lean against the railing watching the horizon fade slowly into softer shades of blue and violet haze, while the first early morning breeze slips gently through your hair like water moving over sand. The rooftops below us feel strangely peaceful at this hour, air conditioners humming softly like distant waves against an unseen shore. And standing beside you beneath this half-awake summer sky, I realize loneliness can sometimes glow warmly instead of hurting when shared between two people quietly enough. If memories have a texture texture. Perhaps they resemble salt left behind on skin after swimming too long at dusk, or warm dinner plates forgotten on tables, while music drifts softly through open apartment windows nearby. Not perfect, not permanent, just fragile enough to feel real beneath the fading light before morning fully arrives. Now the rooftop air grows cooler while the first pale colors of dawn slowly bloom above the sleeping buildings below, and your silhouette stays beside me like a shoreline, remaining visible even after the tide pulls back. Somewhere between the warm apartment lights, the imagined sound of summer waves, and the quiet city breathing underneath us, this small lonely happiness keeps unfolding softly through the early morning sky. The room stayed quiet beneath the pale moonlight, while soft as that static drifted low beside the open window. And they sat together on the floor, surrounded by half-read books, cold tea, and tangled charger cables. Outside, the city moves slowly through another sleepless night of passing headlights and distant train sounds, while inside that small apartment, time seems softer than usual, almost willing to wait for them. The old friend leaned back against the wall with tired eyes, still carrying traces of younger, reckless years. And the lover smiled gently while tracing circles through the dust, resting on the wooden tabletop nearby. Nothing dramatic happened in that moment, yet something about the silence felt important enough to remember long after the night disappeared. Maybe youth was never about being fearless. Maybe it was simply learning how to keep warmth alive through uncertain seasons. And maybe moonlight reveals people differently, not brighter, just more honest than daylight usually allows. The moonlight spilled softly through the room while quiet city noise faded low beneath the bedroom walls tonight. And their unfinished conversations floated slowly through the air like small promises refusing to disappear. Even the tired parts of their hearts seemed calmer beneath the silver glow resting across the floorboards, while somewhere beyond the sleeping skyline, tomorrow kept opening gently without demanding answers yet. The old speaker near the bed played slow jazz rhythms while rain began tapping softly against the apartment glass. And one by one the surrounding windows across the street turned dark as the neighborhood drifted deeper into sleep. The old friend talked quietly about roads not taken, small regrets carried too long beneath work days and crowded trains and passing years. The lover listened carefully without interrupting, letting the silence settle naturally between each unfinished sentence. And for the first time in a long while, the room no longer felt heavy with everything left unsaid. Outside, the moon reflected faint silver lines across the rooftops and narrow alleyways below, while somewhere in the distance a motorcycle disappeared softly into the quiet rhythm of the city night. If healing has a sound, perhaps it resembles soft music echoing gently through half-lit rooms after midnight. or the calm breathing of people finally allowing themselves to rest without pretending to be stronger than they are. Not perfect, not resolved, just alive enough to continue growing through another season together. Now the moonlight stretched farther through the apartment while the last trains move slowly beyond the sleeping buildings outside. And the room held on to its quiet warmth beneath scattered notebooks, dim lamps, and fading jazz melodies. Somewhere between old memories, unfinished dreams, and the soft silver glow resting across their tired faces tonight. Their small, uncertain youth continued gently forward into the deepening night. You stare outside the taxi window while empty streets drift slowly beneath the pale blue glow before sunrise. And the city feels quieter than usual, like it's trying not to interrupt your tired thoughts tonight. The practice room lights still linger faintly inside your eyes. Dust in the speakers, unfinished songs, cold coffee left beside tangled wires on the floor. Your family probably thinks you're asleep somewhere safe by now, not crossing another lonely avenue with headphones resting heavily around your neck. But you keep moving anyway, because some dreams refuse to disappear, even after long nights like this. And somewhere deep inside those exhausted hours, you still believe there's a hidden place waiting for you beyond the noise and pressure of the world. Maybe youth always feels unfinished, caught between wanting to stay close to home and wanting to run farther than fear allows. And maybe growing up means learning how to carry both loneliness and hope inside the same quiet heartbeat. The hidden garden left somewhere beyond the sleepless roads and fading neon signs outside the taxi glass. Tonight where tired young hearts can breathe slowly without pretending they're stronger than they really are. You keep searching through long nights and empty practice rooms for something difficult to explain, while somewhere between the silence, the city lights, and the first pale morning sky, your future waits quietly without turning away from you. The taxi stops briefly at a long red light, while distant apartment windows flicker softly above narrow alleyways. And the driver hums quietly to old radio songs drifting low through the cold air before dawn. You remember your family waiting at the dinner table years ago, small conversations, warm soup, ordinary evenings that seemed endless back then. Now everything moves faster somehow, days disappearing inside rehearsals, crowded trains, unfinished messages left unread too long. Still there are moments like this, where the city suddenly feels gentle enough to survive another season inside. The practice room waits again tomorrow morning, same cracked mirrors, same late night rhythms, same dreams hanging quietly in the dark. But tonight, through the taxi window, the sleeping city almost looks beautiful enough to trust again. If hope has a sound, perhaps it resembles soft music, leaking faintly from basement studios before sunrise arrives. Or tired young people continuing home through empty streets while carrying fragile dreams against their chest. Not certainty, not victory, just the quiet refusal to stop reaching for something honest in the dark. Now the first traces of dawn spread slowly across the skyline, while the taxi disappears deeper into the waking city streets below. And your reflection trembles softly against the glass beside rows of dim apartments and fading traffic lights. Somewhere between the hidden garden, the quiet memories of home, and the unfinished song still echoing through the practice room tonight. Your restless youth continues moving gently toward another unknown morning.
The train moved quietly through the evening rain, while distant city lights unfolded beyond the fogged up glass. And the friend sat alone beside the window, watching reflections drift between memory and passing stations. The rhythm of the rails carried old conversations softly through the cabin air, like pages turning slowly inside a book left unfinished, somewhere between youth and now. Outside, apartment towers glowed pale gold beneath the fading sky, their windows scattered across the distance like small stories waiting to be remembered. Once there'd been a city romance hidden inside ordinary evenings, coffee cooling on tables, long walks beside rivers, trains missed on purpose just to stay a little longer. Maybe some feelings never truly disappear, they simply settle into quieter corners of the heart. And maybe certain names still arrive gently whenever rain touches the window of a moving train. The city keeps drifting beyond the glass, while soft lights shimmer across the darkening streets below tonight. And the friend carries those old days carefully, like folded tickets resting inside a coat pocket. Nothing has to return exactly as it was. Yet somewhere between the passing stations, the evening rain, and the fading skyline beyond the tracks, the warmth of that romance still travels quietly through the night. A station appeared briefly beneath pale fluorescent light before dissolving again into the deep blue countryside. And the train continued forward with the calm certainty of something that never doubts its direction. The friend remembered small details more than grand moments, a shared umbrella leaning beside a chair, a laugh caught between two songs, warm hands wrapped around paper cups. The city had changed since then, new buildings rising where familiar streets once curved toward the river. But memory moved differently than architecture, holding certain evenings intact, no matter how many years pass beyond them. Outside, rain traced silver paths across the glass, blurring rooftops and bridges into soft watercolor shapes beneath the night. Inside, the quiet rhythm of the train made every thought feel lighter, as though the journey itself understood what could never be fully explained. If nostalgia has a home, perhaps it lives between stations at dusk, where reflections overlap and yesterday briefly sits beside tomorrow. Not regret, not longing, just gratitude, moving slowly through familiar shadows. Now the train rolls deeper into the night, while distant city lights fade softly beyond rivers and sleeping neighborhoods below. And the friend remains beside the window, watching the reflections of another season pass through the rain. Somewhere between the old romance, the moving train, and the quiet glow of the city stretching endless endlessly into darkness. The story continues drifting forward, carried gently by the rhythm of the rails.
The friend sits alone inside the midnight cafe, while rain traces quiet lines across the dark window beside the table. And a warm cup rests between tired hands that have carried more weight than anyone noticed lately. The city outside keeps moving through the night, but inside this room everything slows down enough to breathe. A notebook lies open beneath the soft yellow light, filled with unfinished plans, crossed out doubts, and small reminders not to give up yet. The friend looks out toward the empty street, wondering how far tomorrow might be from where they are tonight. Some nights feel longer than they should, and some dreams take time before they begin making sense. Still the clock keeps moving forward, and so does the heart that refuses to stop believing. The midnight cafe glows against the darkness, while quiet reflections gather softly on the rain-soaked glass. And the friend holds on to hope the same way the room holds on to warmth through the longest hours of night. Every small light feels important here, every page, every thought, every promise made in silence. The future may be distant, but it is still coming closer. The rain begins to fade, while distant traffic hums gently through the sleeping streets beyond the window. And the air smells faintly of coffee, paper, and the calm feeling that follows honest reflection. The friend remembers difficult seasons, times when every step forward seemed hidden beneath uncertainty. But tonight feels different somehow, not easier, just clearer than before. The unanswered questions are still there, yet they no longer seem large enough to block the road ahead. Outside, a bus moves quietly through the avenue, its headlights stretching briefly across the wet pavement before disappearing into the dark. The friend watches it pass and smiles softly, as though recognizing something familiar in its steady movement forward. Maybe strength is not loud, maybe it lives in ordinary nights when nobody is watching. Maybe it grows slowly between moments of doubt, until one day it becomes the reason someone keeps going. And maybe hope is already here, sitting quietly beside the next unfinished page. Now the first hint of morning gathers beyond the skyline, while the midnight cafe remains warm beneath its gentle lights. And the friend stays a little longer, listening to the silence before the city begins. Another day, the rain has passed, the streets are clearing, and the horizon is slowly changing color beyond the glass. While somewhere between the quiet room, the open notebook, and the growing light beyond the window, a new beginning waits patiently for its moment to arrive. crossed my mind this morning while sunlight rested quietly on the kitchen table beside a cooling cup of coffee. And for a moment I remembered how ordinary days once felt a little different when you were around. The world kept moving as it always does, cars passing outside, people heading somewhere, the clock continuing its steady rhythm. I used to think every goodbye had to hurt forever, but time has a way of softening the corners of things we couldn't understand back then. Now your name feels more like a memory than a wound, and somehow that feels kind instead of sad. We didn't keep everything we hoped for, and that's okay now. Some stories stay with us even after they stop growing. You are somewhere living your own days while I continue walking through mine beneath the same changing sky. And the distance between us feels lighter than it used to. The memories still remain like familiar pages in a book, resting quietly on a shelf. The ending wasn't the end of everything after all. Sometimes I pass places we used to visit, and they no longer feel frozen inside another season. The trees keep changing colors, the cafes feeling empty, and the streets continue their conversations with the city. I hope you found small reasons to smile lately, the kind that arrive unexpectedly during ordinary afternoons. I hope the future has been gentle with you, and that you've been gentle with yourself too. The years have moved forward little by little, and so have we, even on days when it didn't feel like progress. Maybe love doesn't always disappear completely. Maybe it changes into gratitude when enough time has passed. Not something to hold on to, just something warm to remember when the weather turns quiet. And maybe letting go isn't losing someone. Maybe it's learning how to carry the memory lightly. You are somewhere beneath the night sky while I watch the evening settle softly outside my window once again. And the story we shared feels smaller now, yet somehow more meaningful than before. The laughter, the mistakes, the long conversations, the silent moments we never thought would matter so much, all drift gently through memory like familiar notes from a distant room. And as the night moves forward, the road ahead remains open for both of us. Lover walks beneath the late August sky while cicadas weave their fading chorus through quiet neighborhood streets, and sunlight lingers on apartment walls as if reluctant to surrender the season. A bicycle rests against a rusted fence, its tires dusted with memories of roads once traveled together. The old lover pauses at the corner store they used to pass each evening, watching children chase soap bubbles that vanish before touching the ground. Summer has a habit of leaving softly, taking the warmth without asking what anyone wished to keep. The air grows thinner with sweetness of autumn, and familiar places begin speaking in softer tones. Some stories loosen their grip with time, while others settle quietly beneath the skin. In this faded summer, the old lover carries the sunlight of yesterday. The streets painted with longer shadows and gentler skies, and the sweetness of what once was lingers beside the ache of what cannot remain. Shared laughter beneath open windows, hands brushing while reaching for ordinary things. Small moments becoming brighter in the distance than they ever seemed before. The old lover remembers afternoons by the riverside, where melting ice drifted slowly through paper cups, and conversations wandered without direction. There were promises made without certainty, and silences filled with trust instead of fear. The city has changed its color since then. New cafes replacing old storefronts, new faces crossing familiar intersections. Yet certain evenings still carry traces of that season, like sunlight caught in the folds of forgotten curtains. The old lover no longer searches for what cannot return, but still turns toward the warmth whenever memory opens its quiet door. Perhaps love does not disappear when it ends. Perhaps it changes shape and learns how to rest, not demanding to be relived, only asking to be remembered with tenderness instead of regret. The season moved onward, and so did the hearts it once sheltered beneath its bright sky. In this faded summer, the old lover walks beneath the first cool breeze, while evening gathers gold and blue across the horizon. And bittersweet memories drift beside the rhythm of passing footsteps without asking to be rewritten. The unfinished conversations, the laughter carried through open windows, the fragile courage of loving without guarantees remain woven into the changing light. The summer slips quietly into another season, and the city prepares for unfamiliar weather. The old lover continues forward beneath the softening sky, carrying both gratitude and longing into the widening distance.
You walk through the waking city while morning light gathers softly on crosswalks, storefront windows and bicycle baskets left outside cafes. And the streets seem to stretch a little farther than they did yesterday, making room for the person you're still becoming. Cherry blossoms drift between apartment buildings, settling briefly on your shoulders before the wind carries them onward. You carry a backpack filled with unfinished plans, ticket stubs, scribbled notes, and dreams too important to leave behind. The city hums beneath your footsteps, not asking you to have all the answers before moving ahead. The traffic lights change with quiet confidence, and rooftop gardens lean toward the sun without hesitation. You don't need to bloom bloom all at once. The season has never rushed the flowers. In this city blooming, you lift your eyes toward streets unfolding with bright windows and widening skies above. And hope becomes something you can hold instead of something far away. The buses keep arriving, the morning keeps opening, and your heart keeps finding reasons to believe in what comes next. You pass musicians tuning old guitars near subway entrances, their melodies drifting upward through the scent of fresh bread and newspaper ink. Someone waters plants on a narrow balcony, and a child points excitedly toward pigeons taking flight above the square. The city wears its ordinary beauty openly, and painted benches, cracked sidewalks, and neighbors greeting one another by name. You notice details that once escaped your attention, small proofs that life continues growing in unexpected places. The skyline catches the afternoon sun, and even the tallest tower seems softer in its golden light. Perhaps courage is in a sudden transformation. Perhaps it arrives through repeated mornings and steady choices. A seed beneath the pavement still reaches upward, trusting the unseen rhythm of rain and light. You are allowed to take your time while the city blossoms around you. Final city blooming, you move through avenues alive with possibility, while daylight gathers in every corner it can find. And the future feels less like a distant destination and more like an open invitation to passing strangers, flowering trees, the songs drifting through open windows all become part of your unfolding story. As evening settles gently across the rooftops and tomorrow waits beyond the horizon's quiet glow, you continue walking beneath the brightening sky, letting hope bloom at its own faithful pace.
You sit beside the open window while the afternoon light settles softly across the floor and slowly changes shape. And you place your tired thoughts down for a while without asking them to disappear. You don't have to hurry, you don't have to hide. The tea grows warm between your hands, the curtains move with the breeze. You let the room hold your silence and simply breathe. Slowly now, slowly now, you are here, you are here. The day moves on, the light moves on. You don't have to carry everything alone. This soft healing wraps around your restless heart in quiet layers of patience and gentle understanding, reminding you that tenderness can exist even on ordinary days. You stay a while, you rest a while, you learn that small kindness can sound like your own voice saying it's okay. You fold yesterday like a letter, not to forget it, but to place it somewhere safe. You remember old worries and watch them loosen their grip. The clock keeps ticking softly, the plants lean toward the window
breathing again, steady and quiet beneath the noise. You don't have to be fearless, you don't have to be strong all the time. You can pause here, you can stay here. The rain may come, the sun may return, both are allowed to pass through. The soft healing settles gently inside the spaces that once echoed with exhaustion and doubt, and comfort arrives without announcement, asking only to be noticed. You breathe in, you breathe out, you let your tired heart rest against the rhythm of another day. The light shifts slowly, the evening draws near, and somewhere beyond this quiet room and the soft turning of familiar hours, you continue becoming yourself, with a little more gentleness than before. I found a small universe resting inside the quiet curve of your smile, where morning seemed to arrive without a sound. I watched tiny constellations bloom between your gentle words, as if they had been waiting for your voice all along. I carried those moments home like little lanterns tucked beneath my sleeves, glowing without asking to be seen. I realized the sky could feel close enough to touch whenever you looked at it beside me. You never asked the stars to shine brighter, you simply make the night feel wide enough for them to breathe. You are the little universe I keep discovering in ordinary hours that quietly come extraordinary. You gather scattered light and turn it into places where my heart learns to wander without fear. I follow your quiet orbit, not because I am lost, but because every path feels softer near you, and every gentle tomorrow seems to begin inside your light. I see the breeze borrow your laughter and carry it through leaves that answer with a silver whisper. I see the moon pause upon the water as though it hopes to remember the way you smile. I keep collecting these tiny wonders like smooth stones beside a slow river, each one holding a little warmth. I never count them, because some beautiful things grow simply by being noticed. If the evening folds around us, I will unfold another quiet dream beside your hand. If the clouds cover every distant star, I will still find enough light in the calm of your presence. The world does not become smaller with you, it becomes gently infinite, one peaceful breath at a time. You are the little universe
place I return to whenever the sky begins speaking in softer colors. You leave quiet galaxies blooming inside the simplest moments we almost forget to name. I walk beside your light, letting each ordinary day open like another unseen constellation. And somewhere beyond the edge of this gentle horizon, our small universe keeps quietly growing. I see you standing at the edge of another ordinary morning, where every sign seems eager to decide your direction before you can speak. I know the feeling of wanting more sky than the streets are willing to offer, more air than familiar walls can hold. I will not ask you to become smaller just because the world prefers quiet outlines. I would rather help you find the road where your own footsteps finally sound like home. If they call it running away, let them keep the old map. We are searching for a horizon that has not been drawn yet. I believe your runaway heart is not escaping life. It is reaching for the place where it can breathe without apology. I believe every brave turn you make leaves another window open behind you. The wind is not your enemy. It is only asking whether you are ready to move. Walk beside me and let this wide sky become larger than your fear. I have watched birds choose uncertain currents instead of waiting for perfect weather, and still they found another season. I have seen empty roads glow after sunset, not because someone promised they would, but because the evening quietly arrived. You carry that same quiet defiance, the kind that grows without shouting and changes everything it touches. There is still a landscape ahead that has never learned your name, and that is where possibility begins. You do not owe yesterday another version of yourself. You do not need permission to protect the dreams that keep returning. The future rarely opens with loud applause. Sometimes it begins with one calm decision to keep walking. I believe your runaway heart is already becoming a compass instead of a question. I believe the hope you carry will keep finding light, even beneath unfamiliar skies. Come a little farther with me, where the morning is still writing its first colors, somewhere beyond the next horizon. The road is quietly unfolding. I see you standing beneath the quiet moonlight, holding tomorrow with hands that have learned more patience than they ever asked for. I know there are nights when every dream feels farther away than the last train leaving the station. I have walked through those silent streets too, carrying hope like a lantern that almost forgot its own glow. So I am here, asking you to keep one small light alive until the morning remembers your name. You don't have to outrun the night. You only have to keep walking while the moon keeps watch. I believe your youth still shines beneath the moon. it's silver. I believe your quiet courage is already changing the shape of tomorrow. Every careful step you take leaves a path that darkness cannot keep. Come a little farther with me, where the horizon is still learning your story. I've seen the moon paint empty rooftops with enough light for forgotten windows to glow again. I've watched the tide return without asking whether the shore still believed in it. You carry that same quiet rhythm inside you, even when your heart forgets its own strength. I will keep speaking toward your tomorrow until your own voice rises beside mine. If the stars seem distant tonight, let the moon be enough. If the road feels endless, let the next breath become your beginning. Some journeys are written with loud victories, but others are written with gentle endurance beneath an open sky. I believe your youth still shines beneath the moonlight, waiting for its moment to brighten the dawn. I believe every unseen hope you protect is already becoming part of the morning. Walk with me through this quiet night, carrying only the light that still chooses you. And somewhere beyond the fading silver sky, another horizon is softly unfolding.
You stand on the rainy rooftop while the quiet city fades into soft silver lines below. You stand on the rainy rooftop, and the evening slowly becomes part of your breathing. You watch the drops gather on the edge of the roof, then disappear into the night. You stay, and the silence stays with you. You breathe in, you breathe out, the rain keeps falling. You and the rain over and over, slow and calm. You and the quiet sky over and over, wide and still. You don't ask the night for answers anymore. You simply let the rain fall through every quiet thought. You look across the rooftops where distant windows glow like quiet evenings waiting inside. You hear the wind move gently between empty streets without calling anyone home. You let another memory come, then let it drift away with the rain. You stay here until the clouds become softer. You, the rain, the roof, the sky, nothing rushing, nothing breaking. Only this moment. You and the rain over and over, soft and slow. You and the quiet night over and over, calm and deep. You keep looking toward the distant lights without asking how far they are. And the rain keeps falling into another quiet morning.